How you doing, guys? How you doing? Here we go. Here we go. Got another one. What's going on in the world of sports? The Rangers won the World Series last night. Oh, man. I can't wait till they bring baseball back to some type of normalcy. I can't take that stuff. I can't take that. Oh, man. Big trades, trade deadlines up in the NFL. Did a couple fantasy trades. I don't know if I made a good trade or not. Right away, we got one to talk about. I sold high stock. I sold very high stock today for a guy that I think so highly of. I think Christian Kirk he's one of my favorite receivers in the NFL. I'm crazy about Jacksonville's team. I traded somebody today that's doing so good on my team, but it's a patience move. It's the opposite of what I usually do. When I usually screw up, I usually have no patience. And they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and getting different results. So I exercised patience. I'm trying to play chess as opposed to checkers. And I traded Adam Thielen, the guy that I nicknamed myself quarter after one. I've traded Adam Thielen, and he's been giving me about almost 20 fantasy points a game. However, I traded Thielen for Christian Kirk. Thielen is about to be 34. He's on a new team, a team that you could put the poop emoji on the side of their helmet. They're not too good. And I'm banking that even though Thielen gets 100 targets a game, I'm banking that with his age at 33, 34, that it's not going to be sustained. And I'm banking that he's got a better chance to not make it as far as health than 26-year-old Christian Kirk. I had that sit up in your chair moment. I like when I get those sit up in your chair moments, like in real time, like not analytics, no, sit up in your chair. Holy shit. Did I just see that, Nooch? Yes, I did. A couple weeks ago, I saw Kirk catch a ball on a cross, and I already love the guy. And he went up and zoomed and came up, and oh my goodness, like almost like a wheel route, but he already had the ball. He caught it crossing, outran everybody going east and west, turned up the corner, outran everybody again into the end zone. He's so fast and so good that I'm willing to take that gamble. I'm willing to take the gamble of Kirk. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to connect my devices, get a few people in here. I'd like to get a couple of the JFFL guys in here. We got some trades going on, and I'd like to know what they feel. Let's go, boys. I'd like to know what they feel. Let's go, boys. I can't wait to get the boys in here. Just putting it up to a few people. Getting this stuff going. See what you guys want to talk about. Get the conversation going. I'm going to take my live streams more. I enjoy doing the live streams. I like the radio style. And I'm not doing this for pennies on a dollar anyway. I'm going to keep making my videos like I like to. But my bread and butter is this radio style stuff. We have fun. People come in. We have a good time. That's what I like to do. Throw this thing on X. Fucking Twitter. Let's talk about everything. Let's talk about it. What do we like? Who do we like tonight? What do we like tonight, boys? Who do we like tonight? Let's check some lines. Tonight's a curious game. As far as the Steelers-Titans, I'm going to give you guys the first thing that I'm thinking about. Now, it's impossible to just root for teams anymore. I would say maybe 3% of the population just has their team. All of us have fantasy football teams and then our regular team. Right now, for fantasy, it's the first night of the week. Thursday kicks it off. The first thing I'm thinking of, we got Tennessee versus Pittsburgh. The first thing I'm thinking of, is what are these receivers really about as far as what's their roles? How are they going to play? We got number one, DeAndre Hopkins. He's been quiet. He exploded last week. So now, like, I know a few people that had him on the bench. That's impossible. You can't not start DeAndre Hopkins now. So I get that. I'm trying to like talk it out with all these people. Even my mom's got Hopkins in a league. She started Lockett over him last week. I get it. I don't know who else I hope my mother sees this. I want to see who she started. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? D-Hop, man. D-Hop is unbenchable. Like fantasy football now, you can't bench D-Hop anymore. That's impossible. He's Will Levis. I have a feeling this is kind of how it went before the game. D-Hop comes running over to Will Levis in the locker room like, hey, young fella. Hey, listen, when in doubt, just throw it to me. I catch everything. All right? Just lay it up. I got it. I'm D-Hop. Something like that. Hopkins is so damn good. I'm sure he told Will Levis, like, let that puppy go. I got you, kid. And he did. So that's all. It's over. Now, we know about Hopkins. First of all, it's hard to bench Hopkins anyway, but a lot of us have been. I don't own him, so I say us as far as us. But now, here's the one that's the biggest wild card to me. And then we're going to get going. We'll talk about our trades, why T-Rich is scared to make the Ingram and Lawrence for Andrews. We'll talk about that. Here's what I'm worried about. Pittsburgh. What is Deontay Johnson all about? My mother has Hopkins, Deontay Johnson, Lockett, and somebody else. I don't know if I could suggest to my mother to start Hopkins and Johnson tonight and leave Lockett off. Should she start Hopkins and Deontay Johnson and leave Lockett on the bench? You got to bench one. Lockett and the two receivers tonight, Hopkins and Johnson. Who do you guys like? Deontay has only been back one game. What's up, Bryce? How are you? Deontay's been back one game, but he played well. And Cooper, are they switching? You know what a big thing is? Are they switching quarterbacks again? Is Deshaun Watson? T-Rich, you would know. I saw our league feed. You picked up Deshaun Watson, huh? Why don't you just give in before you fog up your whole season? You know I got 3 Pro Bowl quarterbacks. You're trying so hard to outlast me and make me drop one from mental exhaustion. But I got mental stamina in spades. You know that. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm keeping those quarterbacks. Come on, trade one, T-Rich. T-Rich, I got it. You have Mark Andrews. I have Lamar, Trevor Lawrence, and Ingram. I'll give you Trevor Lawrence and Ingram. You give me Andrews. Now I got my double binger. I got Lamar and Andrews. And you got Trevor and Ingram. And you got all those guys still. There was Hill, McCaffrey. Oh, my God. Hey, is your team? Hey, guys, who's in here? Bryce, I'm in a league with my friends, right? My buddy just traded 4 guys away from McCaffrey. My buddy traded Puka, Josh Jacobs, Tank Dell, and Ford for McCaffrey. But my buddy who just acquired McCaffrey already had Tariq Hill. And Kamara. And Barkley. Oh, my goodness. T-Rich. It's almost like cheating, but you didn't. That's a good job, man. Good job, T-Rich. Where's Patty? We got to get Patty in here. C-Pup, I see you pushing Pierce. You're pushing Pierce like Paul Riz pushes Najee. You and Paul Riz, you could get Pierce and Najee and put them in a syrup stew. Which trade? Oh man, there's so what do you think about my trade, Bryce? I'm sorry, Bryce. We just did this trade in my league. I gave up Thielen today. I sold high stock and I grabbed Kirk because I love Kirk and Thielen's 34. I figure it ain't gonna go as good as it did the second half as the first. Carolina doesn't see the end zone as much. They might not even be able to find it for a couple games in a row. Shit teams happen like that. So I'm gambling, but that's what I do. I can't even say if I was a gambling man. I'm a gambling man. I just took a gamble. Kirk, give me that fast guy. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. What do we got, C-Pup? What do we got, C-Pup? You got to drop one. Judy, Rashawn Johnson, or 49ers D. I love these because everybody's team has different dynamic. I'm not a big fan of Jerry Jeudy because your cap is already set. He's not a star. You know what I'm saying? Rashawn Johnson, he just came back. He had a concussion, but he's a nice player. You don't know what could be on the top of the mountain. You don't know. Jeudy, 49ers D, you really want to get rid of them? Like if you have a little, but you're in the basement, and I'm not even busting chops. So like when I'm on the top of the mountain, I'll hold the defense, do something else. But if you don't have that luxury, you might have to let that defense go. Like you're gonna have 2 defenses this week. You know what I'm saying, on your roster? I don't know. But 49ers D is tough. They're tough. That's tough to call. Hey, look at this. Look at this trade. I'll tell you what. Where's Paul Riz? Where's my son, Paul Riz? Hey, somebody tell my son to get in here. Dad wants to talk fantasy. Oh, son. Paul. Son. Paul talking all that junk in the group chat. I'm picking up Taysom Hill for $2 at a time, dropping 17 burgers on them. Whoo, man. You know what I'm doing, though? This week, I'm titling it NOOCH Win the War. I'm losing the battle this week to Knobs. I'm giving him a receiver and taking his that's on a bye because I'm winning the war, hopefully. That's my rationale. Win the war, NOOCH. Give me 26-year-old Kirk. Still got Trevor in case anything happens. Got a lot of shit going on. I would drop fucking Jerry Jeudy because I don't like that guy. Not personal. I don't like him on Denver. Russell Wilson's always looking a little dumb. I don't know. There's other guys that can give you what Jerry Jeudy's going to give you, Rich. You know what I'm saying? There's fucking Brandon Cooks is hanging out there right now. Oh, shit. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I almost did it. Your brother is so scared. Why is big bro? Yo, I feel like he's getting guilty conscience. Like he's getting like a guilty conscience with the rest of the lads. And I respect that. I love Boniface and Ryan and Don and everybody, Nate the Great, Zalman. You know, I love the boys, but I think T-Rich is just not, is like, yo, NOOCH, I want Trevor and Ingram. Of course, I would give you Andrews for Trevor and Ingram, but I just made a deal with my brother. People are going to get mad. But I never knew T-Rich to be a guy that is peer pressured like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who gets the 6 targets, C-Rich? Hey, look, here's what I'm talking. Christian Kirk has like 520 yards. Thielen has like 570, but Thielen has like 57 catches. Kirk has 44. But that might be an indictment on Thielen. Where's Thielen going? 6 and over. Unless he catches a nice one in the pocket, in the seam or something. Other than that, he's not catching them like Kirk over the middle and turning them up 40 yards up the field, yards after catch. Yak. No. The gamble's going to pay off in December. That's right. You tell Knobs, enjoy it now, Knobs. You better beat me this week. And guess what? Pressure's on Knobs. Knobs, he should beat me this week. Win the war, remember? So if I could ever beat Knobs this week, make it 6 in a row. Man. Oh, that'd be a good one. Hey, I'm loving that new feature. Loving the new feature on Sleepers. And it's very telling. Dunny, pick it up. Your managerial percentage is in the toilet on that new feature. Come on, Dunn. Enough with the Patriots. Enough. No Ramondre Stevenson, no Bourne. Enough with the Patriots. All right now. Okay, so DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, let's say my mother's got, where the hell's my mother? Lockett. She's got Lockett, DeAndre Hopkins and Deontay Johnson. I know that for sure. If you could only start two of those guys right now at receiver and you keep the other one hanging on flex, do you start Johnson and Hopkins? They play tonight. That's the question. Do you start both of those receivers if you own them both on a fantasy team and you have another guy like Lockett hanging around? And I just traded her Josh Downs for Kincaid. Do you start Johnson and Hopkins? T. Rich, I'd really like your answer on that if you have an opinion, or C. Rich too. I would appreciate that. I want to try to help out moms. JFFL trades. I can't believe that you went from McCaffrey. See, oh my God, you're gonna have Kamara. Yo, I've never seen a team with more name recognition than yours in my life. You know why I kept saying Brees? Because I'm thinking about Brees Hall. Bryce, what do we think here? Deontay Johnson tonight for Pittsburgh and Hopkins. Are they both starter worthy at receiver? You got to start Hopkins. Yeah, I think you got to start this guy for Pittsburgh. I'm going to look at the FanDuel lines right now. Let's get a little game flow, boys. See, Rich, put your betting hat on. I can't believe that I'm doing online game flows. Like this was illegal. That's, oh my God, this is awesome. I love the future. This was fucking illegal. Now I'm doing a live stream looking at the betting board. Oh, hallelujah. All right, here we go, boys. Okay, Kenny Pickett. First of all, let's identify everything that's going on. If you guys feel like it, stay with me here. Kenny Pickett had to leave the game a couple days ago. Now he just said he can play. So Pittsburgh's a -158, -3 on the money line. That's basically a pick 'em. They're 3-point favorite because they're home. Now Tennessee's got a rookie quarterback. Oh goodness, Will Levis. Hey Jarrett. Hey, how you doing? Well, we're looking right now. You came at a perfect time. Pittsburgh -3 at home against Tennessee. Pickett is playing. Well, the lines are always telling. Let's see what they got Pickett at. Let's see what they got. I want to see what they got these quarterbacks at, because Vegas always seems to. I like to read Vegas to see where they think the guys are at. You could find out a lot of shit if your antennas are up. All right, let's check this out. Will Levis. Even money is 200 yards. Let me see. He's got to be set at something. Let's see. Will Levis. Oh, alternate. I don't want to see alternate. What's he fucking set at? Oh, I'll go to the alternate for Levis. I just want to see what he's set at. All right. 225, he's +168. 200, he's -122. I told you what I think happens. I think Hopkins went up to Levis before the game and was like, "Hey, young fella, throw it up all day." So why wouldn't he do that tonight? But Mike Tomlin, they're going to be ready. Do you guys? I don't have a feel for this game at all, man. 200. What do you think, C. Rich? I think how many did Levis throw for last game? Let's check the backs though. I want to get off these quarterbacks for a second. Warren and Harris. Paul Riz loves offering Warren and Harris. He's got both Steelers, and every fucking day he's offering me Harris and Warren. Paul, I don't want any Steelers running backs. Najee Harris, I'll tell you what. Najee Harris is the slowest guy I've ever seen in my life. Just because you're built like the statue at Caesar's Palace doesn't mean you're a fucking good running back. I'm sick of that shit. You know what? Like, I think they need to bring it back to like when I was coming up in high school and college. Like speed is the shit. Like speed kills. Look at A-Chain. Look at fucking Kamara. Look at Pacheco. All the teams that go back to like running backs that are not like big motherfuckers. Oh, I'm Najee Harris. Look at me. I look so impressive in the locker room. I don't like that shit. Give me Pacheco. Give me Miami's backs, all speed guys. Give me Kamara. Give me McCaffrey. Give me Barkley. Like they got to get back to speed backs. I don't like Harris. Warren's a little better. What about Henry? Henry's falling off? What running back? Who's gonna lead? Who's gonna lead this game in rushing? Maybe we could find something like that. Lead the game in rushing. T. Rich always likes to say, "Nooch, who's gonna lead the game in receiving? Who's gonna lead this game in receiving?" It feels like Hopkins. We didn't even mention Pickens. George Pickens. Like if he catches 3 slants, that could be a $167. Let's see, what's Pickens? George Pickens, alternate receiving. Who are we gonna take the shot? We're gonna have to take the shot on somebody. We're gonna do a little same gamer. I'll tell you what, I'm nervous about these trades. T. Rich, are you here? I want to know if you're making any more trades. And C. Rich, are you sending any out here or what? All right, I'm trying to see if something jumps out at me here. Kenny Pickett, alternate passing yards. He could get knocked out. Treylon Burks has never even been picked up in our fantasy league. Does he suck that bad? Like people in I don't know if it's just the same 10 guys in my league, but in the JFFL, motherfuckers know not even to touch Treylon Burks. That's a guy, I don't know. Holy shit. 25 yards for Treylon Burks is plus 100. Wow. See, I know my stuff, right, guys? Like, I was just making a joke how bad he sucks. I didn't think it was going to be that low. Should we bet on Treylon Burks to get 25? I think that might be the bet of the day. That's one catch. I don't care how goofy the bet is. Treylon Burks for 25 yards is plus 100. Oh, God, I wish I didn't see that. I think I have to take that. Because one time about a month ago, Mel came in my live stream all super basketballed out. And he's like, I'm going to start Treylon Burks. I'm like, Mel, no. What the fuck are you talking about? And Treylon Burks ended up having a great day. It might have been week 1 or 2. It was a long time ago this year. But he did blow up the last time I said he sucked. So this could be a little, I'm not superstitious all the way, but I'm a little stitious. The last time I said Burks sucked, he went for like 8 million fucking yards. I'm gonna play that, guys. I just want to make this note, guys. Treylon Burks for 25 yards plus 100. That's gonna be part. I'm gonna do a round robin. I'm gonna get about 7 or 8 things, and damn it, I gotta hit 4 of those at least. If I hit 4 out of the 8, I'm a winner. I don't care if I win $1. I've been stepping on a landmine, guys. For those of you who are in here, if betting on a Sunday was a battlefield and I had to get to the other side without stepping on a landmine, so to speak, I have not made it all year. I get all the way across the field and Kansas City, boom, loses to Denver, blows me up. There goes the Nooch. Here I go a couple weeks ago, boom, the Jets beat the Eagles. I am stepping on landmines every week. So my solution and my theory this week, I'm going to put Sunday morning on the live stream. We're starting now, though. I'm going to have Al Davis on the cover. Just win, baby. I'm putting 7 things down on this paper. I'm going round robin. And as long as I win $1 fucking dollar, that's my mission. Not to lose. Just win, baby. Just win. All right. First one, T. Rich. I see you. I see the Heisman? That's me. That's me this week. Hey, all right, let's talk turkey. Let's fucking talk turkey. I'm not gonna be on here all night. I got fucking egg whites to eat and salad. Ooh, getting crazy. Treylon Burks. Oh shit. It's fucking all right, Burks, the world's biggest scrub. Last time I said that, he had 800 fucking yards in one game. We're gonna go back because we're stitious. We're stitious, T. Rich. Burks for 25 plus 100. All right, let's get cooking. We got 6 more. T. Rich. Oh, I'm feeling it now. All I need is a little mojo. Chikoze Okarwano. Receiving yards? Nah. Hopkins. 50 yards. 50. Let's get logical. Let's get logical and use our common sense. You know what I always say, T. Rich. 50 yards for DeAndre Hopkins minus 158. But I don't want any minuses in this fucking round robin. I want everything plus. 60 yards for Hopkins is plus 100. Yeah. I'm that guy. Yeah, why not? DeAndre, I'm so scared with my little hamburger bets on FanDuel that I'm not going to put DeAndre Hopkins for 60 yards in my bet because I'm too scared. No. Okay. You see that? You see the rationale there? Hopkins goes in for 60 at plus 100. Plus 100, 60 yards. Okay, so we got Burks for 25, Hopkins for 60. They're both 100. Got about 5 more of these coming in. Get ready. You like that? Do you guys agree with that? The logic? If you're doing a round robin, you got to get 7 things in there. Are you putting DeAndre Hopkins for 60 yards at plus 100 in there? Yes or no? C or no? Somebody give me, anybody, just give me your honest answer. And then we keep it moving. I like here the alternate. How about, you know what? Can we bet under? Can we bet fucking under for Najee? Because I don't like that motherfucker. And when I curse, it's not personal. It's not personal. So I don't want to, I don't want to get hate speech fucking accusations over here. I'm joking around, jokes. But I don't like that motherfucker. Yes. Where is it? Where is that? Where is the under? I don't give a fuck if he's listed at 37 yards. I'm going under. What's Najee's rushing yards? That's going in my round robin because I'm going to enjoy rooting for that. I'm a kind of guy, I bet against points once every 19 years. I bet unders once every 30 years. Today's one of those days because I don't like that puke, that imposter of a running back. Oh, beautiful. Good job, C. Rich. This is why I need teammates. You get it. Thank you. Okay. Najee Harris. I don't see him though. I got to make sure I can get it on my board. Let me see. Let me see what he is here. Harris, player rushing yards. Oh, here we go. Harris, 44.5. Yeah, under. Harris, under 44.5. I love that one. Oh, I love it. That's going in the Robin. That's going in the Super Robin. Okay, Burks, 25 yards. Hopkins, 60 yards. Harris, under 44. All right, we got 4 more, boys. We got 4 more. We're getting shit done here. All right, this is a fun one. Okay, this is kind of like where I'd like to go away from my own brain because when I talk to T-Rich on the phone, he's always got like a couple good ideas that he's going with. Do you have anything like a first touchdown that you're already thinking about doing? Or does anybody have something like an any timer for a specific guy? I'll throw that in my round robin. I don't have an any timer here yet. I'm trying to think of a good guy to throw in there. There's a lot of guys in the game. I'm trying to think. Any timer. Maybe Pickens because he's a big body. Pickens any timer. Let's see. Connor Hayward. Let's see. Pickens alternate. Pickens is low too. George Pickens for 60 yards is plus 116. Hey, Pickens anytime. Okay. Let's see. Pickens anytime is plus 190. It's actually longer odds for Pickens to get 1 touchdown than it is for him to get 60 yards. Okay, I like that. So I'm going to go Pickens. We're going to go George Pickens anytime. Pickens, touchdown, plus 190. So we got Burks over 25 yards, Hopkins over 60 yards, Harris under 44, Pickens anytime. So, okay. I think I'm going to cap this at 5. I'm going to go 1 more because we don't need to do 7 guys in this game. Is there anything outside? I'm going to look at alternates. We're going to take 1 guy and jack him up. You know that I'm famous for finding the right one. Harold Landry sack. Ooh. I never do defense, but I could. Do I have that by me? Let's see. This is an ugly game, right? Warren, receptions. Wow, these are weird. What about Henry? Hey, what did I tell you guys? If Levis doesn't go deep, you don't think he'll be thrown to the back? I think Henry receptions. Where's Henry receptions? He's got none. He's not even on the board. Oh my God. They have no Derrick Henry over under 12.5 receiving yards, guys. Weird ones like this bother me on a night like this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna write that down, Landry. I'm gonna do that one separate. I'll just bang it separate. Landry sack. 1 sack? I like that. I like doing that. Okay, do we think this is the fun one? See, these, I like putting a couple of these in the Robin that I'm about to tell you because they're easy to keep track of. It's like, oh, we got it, or we didn't get it yet. Derrick Henry receiving yards, 12.5. That's what it's set at. We got to take a shot, right? I'm betting small, so I don't want to lose, but I want to win. That's my strategy. I just want to win, even if it's $1. I want to try to win. I'm putting 5 or 6 things in a Robin. And I think it's going to be fun to have Derrick Henry over 12.5 receiving yards. Would anyone object to that? Oh, man. Treylon Burks is at 22.5. Jesus, these guys are low. What is everybody's not going to have any yards? We should bang the whole Titans team over. The fucking whole team is at like 13 yards apiece. What's Levis going to throw for today? 70? Listen, look. Henry, 12.5. Westbrook-Akeen, 16. Treylon Burks, 22. Okonkwo, 23. Hopkins, 56. That's the big one. Hopkins, 56. You got a shot to sweep. If this kid plays decent again, you could sweep the entire Titans team over receiving yards. Over. I'm going to go Henry over the 12.5. We'll see. Hey, I wish Carmelo was in here for. I need clarity. I love how the NBA tournament is starting tomorrow. Is anyone else besides me thinking the same thing? What the fuck is it? Like, what is it? Who does? It's not even an in-season tournament. The season started 3 days ago. This is the mid-season tournament. Oh my God, I can't take it. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have a mid-season tournament. When? Halloween. Yeah, I don't trust the Steelers tonight. So you see how my brain keeps subconsciously going to the Titans offensive guys? Oh shit. But I can't see these games clear. All right, finally, who are we leaning towards in this game? I'm seeing this one like Red Fox without his glasses at the crap table in Harlem Nights. That's about how clear I'm seeing this one. Kenny Pickett hobbled at home as a 3-point favorite against Will Levis and the rejuvenated DeAndre Hopkins. Oh man. Hey, let's take a peek at the fantasy real quick. Here's the 5 that I have in if anybody's keeping score here. Treylon Burks, 25 yards over. DeAndre Hopkins, over 60 yards. Najee Harris, under 44.5 yards rushing. Pickens, anytime touchdown. Henry, over 12.5 yards receiving. 5-part round robin. We'll see. Now, back to the JFFL. I'm nervous here. I'm nervous about giving up Thielen for Christian Kirk. I'm excited because I think the upside is tremendous, and it's definitely not the safe thing. It's not safe to give up a guy that's putting up 20 points a game in fantasy, but it's not safe for T-Rich to be messing around, acting like he doesn't need one of my quarterbacks, and he's got Kyler Murray right now on one leg, never played yet. Last time I checked, still under 5'8". Like, you're banking on Kyler Murray. You know I got Goff, Trevor, and Lamar, and you won't make the trade. Oh, T-Rich, I'm so upset. I'm so disappointed. You want to be stubborn. When you lose this week, if you lose, and if things don't go great for me, we might have to make that trade. I'll give you Trevor and Evan Ingram right now for Andrews because I got Lamar. Let's do it. Come on. The league will be fine. They're big boys. As long as Paul Riz is all right with his Rams and Cardinals running backs, we're good. Where's Patty? Hey, Patty, did you guys see what Patty did? Patty, guess who he picked up again? Who did Patty start like 3 weeks ago? Patty was like the last guy to realize that this fucking guy wasn't getting any balls or playing time. But Patty had him starting and still like won. That's when you know the fantasy gods are on your side. When you're starting Quentin Johnson and he's like 7th string, and you didn't realize it yet. Patty went back to the well. I saw it a couple hours ago, but this is a smart one. Palmer got hurt. Mike Williams is done. Here's what I'm going to say. If there's ever a time for Quentin Johnson to introduce himself to the league, the Chargers, it's right now. Everybody's hurt. Keenan Allen's still there. Eckler's in the backfield, but Mike Williams is hurt, and Josh Palmer just went down. Quentin Johnson, he's drafted like 12th overall. The coach is not playing him. He's finally been drafted. Finally been put on the field. He had 5 for 50, which is a sign. So Patty picked him up, and I'm looking at Quentin Johnson this week. If we're doing daily fantasy this week, who are we looking at? Hey, T-Rich, let's do one of those this week too, a daily fantasy. I've been looking at guys like Josh Downs. Real quick before I cap this, who's next as far as pass catchers coming on that are not high value yet? I've been liking Josh Downs. Who's next? That's what I like. Kincaid. I knew Dalton Kincaid was next. I think there's a lot of good guys out here. I'm going to start looking right now. I'm worried about the Rams. You know who I'm looking for? I'm looking to see what the Texans do. They had some nice weeks. Nico Collins exploded early, but then Tank Dell went down a little bit. He had a concussion. Then they had the bye week. I'm looking to see if C.J. Stroud puts up 300 yards this week or 120. Does he put up 3 touchdowns or none? This, to me, is a pivotal week because I want to see what's up with these Texans. I want to see what's up with the Cardinals. Is Kyler playing? What's that going to do with Brown? Is Minnesota's team fucking worthless now? Does it suck to have Addison and Hawkinson right now? Are they going to be okay? Dobbs is in now, right? I'm worried. I wonder how that's going to happen. I wonder how Minnesota's going to be. There's a few things that are changing. The season never stays the same. And I think Molly and Stephen A., I think they're blowing Jerry Jones because I don't know what world Dallas and the fucking Eagles are the game of the week. I don't know what world that's the game of the week. In my world, the game of the week is in Germany. The game of the week is Miami, KC by a fucking landslide. So I think ESPN needs to stop slurping the Cowboys. Like, I don't even care if you're a Cowboys fan. That's fine. They're not like America's team anymore. I can't take it. Like, if I happen to be home and I put on the fucking TV at 10 o'clock in the morning and they're like, the game of the week is Dak gonna be, is this the week that Dak, like, nobody gives a shit about Dak. No, like, we don't care about the Cowboys that much. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I want to hear about anybody but the Cowboys. Tell me about Tua's jiu-jitsu. Anything. Fuck. Dak. I'm sick of that shit. I'll tell you what. The only thing that's uglier than the Cowboys right now is my own team. My own team. How fucking disgusting are the Giants? I was talking Subway, Super Bowl, having fun at the beginning of the season. At least the Jets are putting up a fight. Oh, the Giants. Daniel Jones is back. They're out in Vegas this week. The Raiders are probably a good fantasy defense to take. That guy Crosby running around like a fucking maniac. He'll sack Daniel Jones about 38 times Sunday. And it might be a good defense the other way. The Giants defense on they benched Jimmy G. The Raiders just fired the whole fucking coaching staff. Josh McDaniels is gone. The guy who used to play linebacker for the Giants, Pierce, is the head coach this week. Devontae Adams is fucking pissed. Like, why didn't they trade him? What a bad job. Like, everybody got all, like, giddy 2 years ago when Odell Beckham came from Cleveland. It wasn't even, like, a big thing to me. Like, it was big, but to me it would have been way bigger if Devontae Adams found a new team. How nice would that have been if Devontae Adams just showed up on Baltimore yesterday? Oh my God. Odell, bye-bye. Here's a real 31-year-old. Here's a 31-year-old that actually does still have it. Oh, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, I got 3 top 10 quarterbacks. You guys keep undervaluing quarterbacks. Keep undervaluing quarterbacks. Keep it up, T-Rich. Let's see. Who's retired lieutenants got this week? Oh, Joe Burrow. Nate's got a quarterback. Hey, I saw you get Charbonnet, T-Rich. I like him. Were you eavesdropping on me and your brother? I think sometimes you come on the third side, but you just don't let me know you're on. Because I was like, hey, that kid from UCLA, he's on Seattle now. And then I saw you had him, but you actually picked him up like 4 hours before I said that. So we're thinking along the same lines. Yo, how this is a serious question. I saw Njoku with his with his burned face. Like, how did that happen? I'm not even being funny. I can't believe it. Like, what the fuck was he doing? Roasting marshmallows too close? Holy shit. Yo, people need to learn how to play with shit before they actually do it. Motherfuckers doing fireworks with no finger now. Rushing the passer with fucking no finger. Roasted marshmallows and burnt off face. Shit is not a game. Like, I don't fuck around with shit. When I go and visit the boys by the beach, I do sand patrol. I don't get all fucking crazy. I'm a fish. No. I know my limits. People need to stop getting crazy if they're not qualified. After I saw those fucking drones looking at the sharks, it's a wrap. No more ocean for me. It's been fun. I feel like I got away with house money. Don't need those things swimming by me. Addison, that's a tough one. That's what I'm worried about for like Nate. Jordan Addison. He was a hell of a player on USC last year. I caught some highlights. Look at his games, his last 2 games with Kirk Cousins. 7 for 123, 7 for 82, 32 points and 21. Yo, he has not had a game under 11 this season, except for one game where he had nothing. I don't know what happened. But every other, let's forget about the game Addison had fucking, he was invisible. Every game, ready? 16, 17, 11, 18, 11, 32, 21. He's coming on, isn't he? But now what? But you know what? Josh Dobbs is a serviceable, high-level, like average player. Like, because we got to compare these guys to the other guys in the NFL. If he came into the flag football league, he'd be the shit, you know? But he's in the NFL, so we're comparing him to Mahomes and all the other guys. So I think Dobbs will be good as far as keeping the team moving. But as far as chemistry and all that, we don't know. We don't know anything yet. So I'd be worried with Minnesota. We'll see. We'll see. Any other trades in our league? Man, when does our trade go through? When do I get to see Kirk? I'd like to. Now I'm going to be undermanned this week because I'm literally giving Knobs. I'm giving Knobs Thielen, and he's playing him. I'm taking Kirk, and he's on a bye, and I'm playing Knobs. So I'm literally losing the battle to win the war. And Thielen's a little higher ranked, but I don't think Knobs would make that move in another week. I think if Kirk wasn't on a bye, I don't think Knobs is making that trade. It's like, nah. So lose the battle, win the war. We'll see. We'll see. Now, here's another guy I'm looking at, Hawkinson, talking about the number 2 tight end in the league. New quarterback could be a whole new story. You guys got to watch with that. If I was you, you should offer Hawkinson to Paul Riz for CD. Right? Who else do you have? It's tough, man. It's tough. But I do know one thing. In the NOOCH League, I stayed alive. I won. And I'm going with Geno Smith. Fields is not back yet, and I can't find the guy. So I'm going with Geno Smith. And Zach Moss is having a hell of a year right now. He's averaging 17 a game. He's the 4th ranked running back in the whole league. So that's got to be one team. Does Zach Moss qualify as one of do the Colts qualify as a team where you could start both backs on fantasy? If you have Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss right now, do you start them both? so you don't lose, like one of them gets in closer, or so you don't fucking lose on some of their shit. That's when I like to start two good backs because it actually complements each other in the fantasy score. Like if you have like two guys like Moss and Taylor, beautiful start. It's fun to start them then. That's what I was hoping for with Dalvin Cook and Brees. But Dalvin Cook went to shit. What happened to Dalvin Cook? Now, since he didn't get traded, can they just like release him so he could go somewhere or no? I'll tell you what, me and T Rich were saying how this is the year of the wide receiver one, and he's right. And also I'm thinking this is the year where there's almost like there's no running back number 2 on a team that's doing anything. Like, who is, you name me an RB2 for his team that's scoring touchdowns and or making yards. I can't fucking think of one. You got to have that team's better back, or you got fucking worthlessness. Henry's backup, you can't start him. Jacobs better. Like, whose backup could you start now? Just Taylor and Moss, maybe. Do I have a mental block? Let's play a game. How many dual tandems could you actually start? It might be at an all-time low. Holy shit. Every year there was Kareem Hunt and Chubb. There was Pollard and Zeke a couple of years ago. Before last year. 2 years ago, you could start Pollard and Zeke. I don't know how many tandems there are right now. ATN, we were hearing about his backup in the summer. I don't hear about him much more. Tank Bigsby. Where's the little midget on Dallas? I don't hear about him. Vaughn. Ford Hunt. That might be the other one. Ford Hunt. That's another one. And then you got like shitty ones where neither guy does anything, like Pierce Singletary. Like the Texans. They both do shit. So they both get like 14 carries a game for like 39 yards. It's like, all right, I guess. But you wouldn't want to start either. So either doesn't count. If you would start neither, you can't put them in. So Pierce and Singletary don't qualify. Cook Murray, we're getting that's like a teeter the fencer. Could possibly be. Hey, how about Lenny Fournette? How about Lenny Fournette does little Weight Watchers? He's only fucking 28 years old. When does a 28-year-old that was the best running back in the country in college? Leonard Fournette was so good in LSU. I thought he was going to be like Adrian Peterson. And then when he went to Jacksonville, he's only 28. Leonard Fournette should be like tearing shit up. That's what made me say it, because he's with. Oh, I got an itch in my nose. People think I'm on the Conor McGregor. Woo, woo. Cook and Murray, yeah. But imagine if Lenny comes in and runs good. Hey, I like James Cook a lot. I didn't think James Cook was going to be even as good as he was. Like, I thought he was a scrub last year because Singletary was scrubbing it up. And I just sometimes the scrubs make my vision foggy. I think everybody's a scrub when there's a couple scrubs around. A good player will get mixed into that scrubbiness, and I don't see it. That's kind of what happened last year. I thought all the Buffalo running backs were scrubs, but I think James Cook is actually pretty decent. So we'll see about him. I'm another guy. I got my antennas on. I'm waiting. You see, 28 is young. See what I'm saying, T-Rich? 28 is a pup. Like, you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be over the hill and trying to get back into it at 28 if you're a professional athlete. That's shameful. That's shameful. That goes to show me what's going on in that guy's mind. The way he takes his life, how serious he took his craft. You know, everybody deals with what they got. It's like a card game. You have your hand in life, and this you're going to play your hand how you see it, and this is what's going to happen. Leonard Fournette had a hell of a hand to start off as a young man. Hell of a hand. And I see how he's playing it. You know, he was 60 pounds overweight and out of the league this year, like last year. So I'm a little disappointed as far as being a fan of his. I'm a little disappointed in him. I don't know the guy personally, so I'm not going to say I don't like him. I actually root for him. Because when he came up on Jacksonville, he was good. How good was Fournette? Yeah, you know why, T-Rich? Definite. You know why? Jalen Hurts is hurt. That fucking jerk off, Sirianni, he keeps running him on that sneak, and now he's got a sprained knee. Jalen Hurts is hurt. He's a tough kid, so he's going to play no matter what. But I would definitely start Dallas's D against the Eagles. The Eagles aren't rambling and rumbling and stumbling like all cylinders. They are, but they're not. Like it's gonna be a nice game, but I wouldn't go away from the Dallas defense because no, we're playing Philly. Like, no, I think it'll be a good game. And last time I checked, Dallas has the best pass rusher in like a whole generation. So yeah, I would start him. Yeah. See, that's what I'm biting the full bullet this week. Win the war. Remember I told you? That's my theme this week. I'm starting Kansas City in Germany. Fuck it. Those German London games, they're sloppy a lot. They're trying a new surface. Hey, what the fuck is up with that? I'm pissed off about that. I saw it about 5 a.m. on the NFL Network. They were talking about the game. They're trying a new surface. It's natural grass with a touch of the pebbles that they put in the turf. And so it's like a remix. They don't even have that shit in here. So like the fields here suck anyway. I'm watching guys slip. That's how Justin Jefferson got his hamstring problem. He slipped on that bullshit turf. My Achilles almost flew off when I run on that shit. I don't like the field turf, but now in Germany, they got natural grass with a little bit of the field turf stuff. I don't know what that means, but I know that it could be a sloppy game out there. I know that the game's 9:30 in Germany, and you never know. So what I'm saying is, T-Rich, I'm not going to sit Kansas City's D and get another D, and all of a sudden, like instead they'll put up a 6 anyway, and the defense I got put up a 7. So I'm going to roll with Kansas City. Hopefully there's a couple interceptions, if there's a pick 6, a fumble, because look at all the things that can happen for a defense, and then we get scared away for bullshit. Like, definitely start Dallas. You got fucking Micah Parsons, bro, right? Think about that. You got Micah Parsons. Yay, start Dallas. Like I'm going to sit Kansas City because I'm afraid of Miami. Kansas City's got a hell of a defense. Chris Jones, they're rushing the passer. They get sacks. Tua gets rid of it quickly, but interceptions happen. You can get picks, anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm going to start Kansas City, and I'm not going to be afraid because sometimes, like the first time I did that this year, I sat Lamar Jackson because we were 3 games into the fucking season, and all these jerks on ESPN, I'm listening to these jerks saying, Cleveland's got the number 1 defense in the NFL. They're ranked historically great after 3 games. And I'm like, no, I can't start Lamar tonight. And Lamar had a fucking 40 burger, and I had him on the bench. So that's when recall comes into play. When sometimes you get like, that's not a good matchup. Yeah, let Geeker McGeekerson sit the player and do that shit. I'm starting my horses because winners are not afraid to go against competition, right? Like, think about that. You think Lamar's afraid? They got a good linebacker over there. I'm not going to tear shit up today. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going with that shit anymore. Like Lamar, he's got San Fran week 16. If I'm alive to go to the Super Bowl, I'm starting Lamar against the Niners. I thought about that shit. I'm starting him. I sat Lamar because they were playing Cleveland's great defense. The nerve. That's why That's why I would start Dallas too, because I was thinking of that in my mind, you know. I'll tell you what, we got receivers in question. That's the theme of tonight. The theme of tonight's football game is receivers in question. What's DeAndre Hopkins going to do? Go back down to mediocrity, or is this something? Is this something? The Levitt, Hopkins, Tennessee, is this something? That's number 1. Number 2, Pickens. Are you going to be consistent, Pickens? There. And then Deontay Johnson. Everybody's telling me he's a guy. And even last week, I see Pittsburgh. Every time I look, he's catching the ball. So I got to go with Deontay. I got to go with Johnson. Yeah. Yeah, because with the Cowboys defense, look at all it's like the rewards. You got the NFC East offenses, right? You got the Giants coming up again, probably. That's a nice one. Cowboys offense against the Giants. That's like a fucking 18 burger from your defense. Shit. I'll tell you what. Knobs just put together a hell of a team against me this week. Like, I'm a little worried. I'm this fucking better work out because I just helped Knobs strengthen himself against me. I really believe in Kirk, and I would never. Here's what I'm thinking, T. Rich. How if you told me in the summer that I was going to be able to grab Adam Thielen off waivers and turn him into Christian Kirk, I would say all day, right? So that I got to hold on to that to feel good about it. I turned almost like nothing that's like really high right now into somebody that I think is super. So we'll see. We'll see. And I'm watching Hopkins cross that field from Will. They just got to keep throwing the ball. Like, what else are you going to do? And we gotta stay monitored on the health of Pickett. And these Steelers running backs. I am so disgusted. Guys, this is a spotlight on shit. The Steelers running backs, Najee Harris, I love that under 44. Oh, I love that. So we got our round robin in. So we got about an hour in here. We got the round robin, and I'm going to review it right now. Now, Sunday morning, we're going live stream. We're going on, or I'll be on early from Germany, Miami, and KC, going right till 1 o'clock. We're going to get a nice tempo. We're going to go over everything. Going to be talking. We're going to have some fun. Treylon Burks over 25 yards plus 100. DeAndre Hopkins over 60 yards plus 100. Najee Harris under 44.5 yards plus 100. Pickens anytime TD plus 190. And Derrick Henry over 12.5 receiving yards, even money bet. Those are my 5 that are in the round robin. I have Landry over 1.5 sacks. So that's what we got. That's what we got, C. Rich. Wish me luck. Guys, I will be on. We're going to be rocking and rolling. I'm going to do my picks for tomorrow. And then Sunday, let's get a game flow in. Let's pick our parlays and keep it going. NOOCH, neighborhood picks. Like and subscribe.